deserve to have happiness? Probably not. Oh, that got some of y'all's attention. Probably not. It's just like, do you deserve a second chance? Probably not. Probably not. But when you realize that, there's something that is just absolutely, almost breathtakingly beautiful when you realize that you don't deserve a second chance, and then someone gives you one. Because you appreciate it. That's the thing that probably is going to really motivate you and really help you when you realize that you didn't deserve this thing, and someone gave it to you anyway. It's like love. Do you deserve someone's love? No. 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 And if you realize that, when someone comes along and they give you love, you realize how incredibly precious that is. And hopefully if you realize that, you're not going to treat it badly, because you're going to realize what an incredible gift it is. If you walk around feeling like, of course, I deserve love, I deserve a second chance, I deserve to be happy, if you believe that you deserve these things, then you're probably not going to appreciate them when you do have them. But if you recognize that you don't deserve these things, I mean, especially the second chance, like how many chances should you give someone? 2? You have a number in mind? If I only, it depends. It depends on what?
The situation.
Okay. What determines? Like what was something that would go into determining it?
Like, let's say you got cheated on.
Okay.
Would you really give them a
So
second chance?
devastating, it hurt you.
You get cheated on, would you give someone a second chance?
No.
I was gonna say something almost like quiet.
Please.
Depends on how many times they laced you with acid.
Depends on how many times they lace you with acid. Obviously, I had a number for that. 2 was enough. 2 was enough. There's this children's story called When Snake Shed His Skin for Good, and it's about a snake who is just evil, you know, and all the animals in this animal kingdom know that he's evil, and whenever they see like the little slithering through the grass, they all check their belongings because they know that Snake has come through and probably stolen something from them. And Snake, he behaves evilly, and he knows he's being evil. He just enjoys it. And of course, does anybody know what a snake's natural enemy is in the animal kingdom?
Eagles?
Yeah, it's a mongoose. Mongooses kill cobras. Mongooses fight snakes and kill snakes.
Damn.
So he's slithering around, and one day he overhears some mongooses talking, and there's like, the mongooses, one of them asks the question, so we all know that Snake is evil, and they all agree, oh yeah, Snake is terribly evil. And then somebody asks, is Snake evil, or is it evil what Snake does? In other words, is evil something that we are, or is evil something that we do? And all the mongooses that were talking, they all agreed, oh, Snake is just pure evil, through and through. There's nothing redeemable about him. And then he hears, and he can't see them because Snake's like hiding behind a log. And the reason he's hiding is not just because he's eavesdropping, he's looking for an opportunity to try to steal something from them. Because, you know, Snake's evil. And so he finally hears the voice of an older mongoose who said, essentially, if that evil is something that you do, it's not something that you are. And he said, you know, if Snake were to shed his skin and become something new, he would be a completely new creature. And the mongooses were like, oh, but Snake always sheds his skin. He always pretends like he's changed. And then Mongoose just kind of said, well, how many chances should we give him? And the mongooses all had answers. They're all academic mongooses. 1. You know, one of them is particularly merciful. He says we should give him 4 chances. But he's violated hundreds of times. And he finally ends up asking, the teacher at the end, how many chances do you think the snake should be given? And the old wise mongoose said, as many as he needs. As many as he needs. And he points out that the mongooses that are sitting with him, he says, and so it turns out that the mongoose is a teacher, and he says to one of them, remember when you first became my student? So you were a horrible student. You failed all of your classes the first time through. And he said, now you're one of my best. How many chances should I have given you? And he said, imagine if I had stopped at 4. You would not have gotten to where you are right now. And he kind of points this out among the whole group. And so I love this story. How many chances should people get? As many as they need. Or 2. But a friend of mine hates that story. And she says, no more than 2. The one that you tried and the one that you failed, and after that, that's it. Very hard line. I don't know. That's for each of us to decide for ourselves. How far are we willing to bend in order to help people? How many chances do you need? How many chances have you needed? How many chances do you need right now to get better? I don't know. I guess it depends on what we want for people. Do we want contrition? Or do we want punishment? Or do we really want people to be better? Because one thing I can promise you is that if you cut people's chances off, they're never going to be anything other than what they presently are. They're never going to get a chance to be better. So, I don't know. Do you want to make people better? Better yet, do you want to give people opportunities to become better? Or do you want to cut them off right where they are? Are you okay with that? I don't know. You might be. And I don't mean that as in a negative way. If you're okay with it, you're okay with it. Just be aware that sometimes the standards that we hold for others end up getting applied to us a lot of times. And so how many chances do you need? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all are perfect, you need no chances. Maybe some of y'all are like me and you're still working on your 4,968th chance. I don't know.